Roman Reigns ambushing Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman following their assault in the main event. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Roman Reigns returns, ambushes Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman after brutal main event assault. In a shocking twist that no one saw coming, the tribal chief has returned, and he's returned with vengeance in his eyes. After Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman made a brutal statement by ambushing the main event, Roman Reigns made sure their celebration was short-lived. What followed was chaos, fury, and the eruption of a rivalry that could destroy everything in its path. This is the story of Roman Reigns' shocking ambush, the betrayal of Paul Heyman, and the beginning of a war that will redefine WWE forever. The attack on the main event. Scene: Monday Night Raw, June 23, 2025. The night was supposed to end with a celebration. The main event saw WWE Champion Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn teaming up against the monstrous Bron Breakker and Solo Sikoa. It was chaotic, brutal, and exactly what the fans wanted. But no one expected what happened after the bell rang. Bron Breakker, already dominant throughout the match, lost all control. After delivering a terrifying spear to Sami Zayn that knocked him out cold, he went even further. He ripped off the protective padding outside the ring, exposing the concrete floor, and delivered a military press slam to Seth Rollins. The crowd gasped. Medical personnel rushed in. Then came Paul Heyman. With a microphone in hand and a cold smirk on his face, Heyman walked down the ramp slowly. He didn't look remorseful. He looked proud. Paul Heyman got in the ring as Bron Breakker stood over a broken Seth Rollins and a motionless Sami Zayn. Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future. This is dominance. This is the end of the old bloodline, and the beginning of the next dynasty. The crowd booed. Chants of, "We want Roman," echoed throughout the arena. Heyman didn't flinch. Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns was yesterday. Bron Breakker is now. And just like that, the torch was unofficially passed. But what Heyman didn't know was that he had just lit a fire he could never control. The backstage fallout. Backstage, chaos reigned. EMTs loaded Seth Rollins onto a stretcher. Sami Zayn clutched his ribs and struggled to walk. Triple H arrived, screaming at officials to get control. In a post-show exclusive, Kathy Kelly reported that Seth Rollins had suffered possible spinal trauma. Sami Zayn had cracked ribs. Triple H promised fines and possible suspensions, but for now, Bron Breakker and Heyman had gotten exactly what they wanted: dominance. But that dominance came with a price. Because while everyone was distracted by the carnage, WWE cameras caught a limo arriving in the underground parking lot. The door opened, and a figure stepped out in the shadows. A black hoodie, long hair, a scowl of pure fury. It was Roman Reigns, and he had just arrived. Paul Heyman's betrayal. The next night on SmackDown, Heyman opened the show. Standing in the ring with Bron Breakker at his side, he delivered one of the coldest promos of his career. Heyman. I was the wise man to the greatest champion in WWE history. But even the greatest forget who made them great. Heyman. Roman Reigns lost at WrestleMania. And after that loss, he vanished. No phone calls, no messages, no leadership, just silence. Heyman. Bron Breakker doesn't run. He conquers. And that's why I chose him. The crowd rained down boos louder than ever. Heyman. Roman, if you're watching, I hope you know, you're not the head of the table anymore. You're not even at the table. That was it. The betrayal was complete. The man who had once called Roman Reigns his tribal chief had now placed his crown on the head of Bron Breakker. Roman Reigns returns. The ambush. 1 week later, WWE Raw was advertised to feature a victory speech from Bron Breakker and Heyman. After back-to-back assaults, including a brutal backstage attack on Cody Rhodes, they had fully established their dominance. The main event segment arrived. Bron and Heyman walked out to a chorus of boos. Confetti fell. Pyro exploded. Heyman clutched a clipboard, declaring Bron Breakker the future undisputed champion, whether WWE liked it or not. Heyman. Seth Rollins is out. Cody Rhodes is hiding. Roman Reigns is gone. There is no one left to stop us. But then, boom. The arena lights dimmed. The screen turned black. A tribal symbol flashed across the Titantron. The crowd erupted. DAAA. Da. Roman Reigns' music hit. The camera panned to the entrance. No one. Then chaos. Roman Reigns leapt the barricade from behind. Dressed in black, fury in his eyes, he slid into the ring and took out Bron Breakker with a Superman punch. Heyman's face turned ghost white. Before Heyman could escape, Roman grabbed him by the collar and pulled him into the corner. Roman Reigns. You betrayed me. After everything I did for you. Roman was like a man possessed. Bron Breakker staggered to his feet, but Roman delivered a brutal spear that nearly split the ring in half. The crowd went ballistic. Roman stood over Bron and Heyman, then grabbed the mic. Roman Reigns. I built this empire. I ran this damn company. And now you side with a wannabe Goldberg. I'm back. I'm taking it all back. Triple H responds. The fallout was immediate. The next day, Triple H held a press conference streamed live on WWE's social media. Triple H. I didn't expect Roman to return like that. But damn it, I understand it. Paul Heyman manipulated the system. Bron Breakker's actions were beyond acceptable. But Roman Reigns' return changes everything. At Clash of Champions, it's official. Bron Breakker vs. Roman Reigns. 1-on-1. No disqualifications. The fight for dominance. The WWE Universe exploded. The match was set. The war was on. Heyman tries to apologize. On the following SmackDown, Paul Heyman, visibly shaken, attempted to address Roman Reigns directly. He was alone this time. No Bron Breakker. No security. Heyman. Roman, I made a mistake. I panicked. I thought you were gone. I thought we had lost you. I never meant to betray you. Please understand. I did what I thought was right for the company. Suddenly, the screen lit up with Roman Reigns' face. He was live from his private locker room. Roman. You wanna talk betrayal? I bled for you. I trusted you with everything. And you threw it away for muscle and a little power. At Clash of Champions, you better pray Bron survives. Because after I deal with him, I'm coming for you. Heyman's lip quivered. Roman Reigns was not coming back for gold. He was coming back for vengeance. The final showdown, Clash of Champions build. The final Raw before Clash of Champions ended with a contract signing. Bron Breakker. Roman Reigns. No rules. No mercy. The two men sat at the table as Triple H stood between them. Triple H. You two want to destroy each other. Fine. But remember this. Whoever walks out of that ring will define the next era of WWE. Roman Reigns signed first, slamming the pen down. Bron Breakker signed next, but then immediately flipped the table. The brawl began. Steel chairs, spears, Superman punches. Roman threw Bron through the barricade. Bron slammed Roman through the announce table. Officials struggled to separate them. And in the chaos, Paul Heyman fled the building. He knew what